Om Namo Bhagavate Ramakrishnaya, a guide to spiritual life, spiritual teachings of Swami Brahmananji. Continuation of chapter 3, page number 56. Swami Brahmananji says, usually Sri Ramakrishna never slept for more than an hour or so at night. Sri Ramakrishna never slept for more than an hour or so at night. He would pass the night, Sri Ramakrishna would pass the night sometimes in samadhi, sometimes singing devotional songs, bhajans, and sometimes chanting the Lord's name. I often saw Sri Ramakrishna in samadhi for an hour or more. In that state, Sri Ramakrishna could not talk in spite of repeated efforts. Regaining outer consciousness, Sri Ramakrishna would say, look, when I am in samadhi, I want to tell you my experiences, but at that time, I lose my power of speech. After samadhi, Sri Ramakrishna used to mutter something. It seemed to me that he was talking with somebody. Sri Ramakrishna was talking with somebody. I heard that in earlier years, Sri Ramakrishna stayed in samadhi most of the time. Sri Ramakrishna used to say, one needs intense longing to realize God. In this connection, Sri Ramakrishna often told this story. Once an aspirant asked his teacher how to realize God. The teacher, the guru, without answering, took the disciple to the nearest pond and held him under the water. After a while, when the student was extremely restless and about to collapse, the teacher pulled him out of the water and asked, how did you feel under the water? I was dying for a breath of air, he answered. When you feel like that for God, said the teacher, you will realize Him. At first, Swami Vivekananda, then known as Narendra, indulged in a lot of dry discussion with Sri Ramakrishna. At that time, Narendra believed that God was only formless. Narendra even told Sri Ramakrishna, Sir, these visions of yours are all hallucinations. Narendra used to ridicule those who bowed down to the gods and goddesses in the temples. Some devotees were annoyed with Narendra for this. But Sri Ramakrishna was never irritated with him. Sri Ramakrishna said, nowadays it is hard to find a soul like Naren. Later, when Sri Ramakrishna showed Swamiji forms of gods and goddesses, he began to believe in them. From then on, Swamiji would say, if one has steadfast devotion for God, whether with form or without form, one attains perfection. Swami Brahmananji says, from then on, Swamiji would say, if one has steadfast devotion for God, whether with form or without form, one attains perfection. That is the end of chapter 3. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.